Hey and welcome to the MX5 guide on Okayama full in iRacing. Like every week, you can practice against my ghost car, you can find the lab files on the community Discord, which is linked in the description down below, and you can find the telemetry on Garage 61. Approach the first turn on the left edge of the track and use the blue cone on the right side as marker for braking. You want to go hard on the brakes and shift down into second gear. You want to keep it smooth and trail brake into the turn, which means that you slowly decrease the pressure on the brakes as you turn in, aim for the curb, and attack the throttle the moment you reach it. It's easy to lose time in the next turn. To prevent that from happening, you want to make sure that you drive all the way to the right edge of the track. The further you are on the left, the more time you will lose. You don't need to brake, you want to lift shortly before you reach this curb on the right and aim for a smooth line. If you struggle a lot with this turn, then I would also recommend you to stay in second gear instead of shifting into third. The second gear is a bit more forgiving because it makes it easier to rotate the car and hit a clean line. Attack the curb and get back on the throttle the moment you touch it. If you decided to take this turn in second gear, then this is also the point where you want to shift up into third. This exit will always be tight. In your practice sessions, you should practice going wide here, because in a race you never want to lift even if two wheels are going off the track. It simply costs too much time. Position the car on the left edge. Use the beginning of the dirty spot as marker for braking. Go hard on the brakes and shift down into second gear. You want to trail brake into the turn again and try not to coast. The moment your brake pressure reaches zero, you want to start engaging the throttle again. Attack the curb and keep pushing the car to the inside of the track. When you struggle to keep the car on the inside of the track here and get carried to the outside, then you are probably overdriving the car, which means that you want to slow down a bit more in the previous braking zone. Position the car on the left edge. Use the first small marshal move on the left side as marker for braking. Go hard on the brakes and shift all the way down into first gear. You can use a manual blip on your last downshift into first gear. This gives you a bit more control over the car. Attack the curb, start accelerating when you reach the apex, and your goal for the next section is to keep pushing the car to the right side to set it up for the next left-hander. When you reach the right edge of the track, then you want to give the brakes a super soft touch to adjust your speed and lift as you turn in and point the car towards the next inside curb. Attack the throttle before you reach the inside curb and prepare to let the car swing onto the next outside curb. Drive on the outside curb and use the upcoming edge as marker. When you reach it, then you want to give the brakes a soft touch, lift and turn in towards the next apex. And as usual, attack the curb and get back on the throttle shortly before you reach it. When you reach the 50-meter board, then you want to point the car a bit towards the next inside curb. Then you want to go hard on the brakes, shift all the way down into first gear, and you can use a manual blip again to make the downshift into first gear a bit easier. Attack the curb, get back on the throttle, but be a bit careful in both hairpins because the rear can get a bit loose. You want to listen to the car and stay on the safe side. If you are too aggressive around here, then you will most likely spin out. There's no marker around here, but you don't really need one. You want to stay in first gear, brake shortly before you reach the next hairpin, and be careful on the exit again, because it's quite easy to spin the car if you overdrive it. Before the last turn, you want to let the car swing to the left edge of the track and use the end of the curb on the left side as marker for braking. You want to give the brakes a decent touch, shift down into second gear and aim for a smooth line. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I wish you all the best for the next weekend. See you next time!